Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah. It's off the cuff, 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 yeah. It's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, it's off the cuff, yeah.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission, fulfilling this vision, releasing contention in this God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this fullness. Ooh, that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause Hosanna's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah. Off the cuff, yeah.
What's up? Man, welcome back to Off the Cuff, also known as OTC University.
I need a minute.
No, you do not. Let me welcome those of you that are listening to the show for the first time. The voice you are listening to is Bobby, and the crew is in the house with me tonight. Say what's up to them, Eric.
What's up, y'all?
And also Lil Chad.
Y'all make me sick.
Yeah, y'all know. All right. We have a very controversial topic that we will be dealing with tonight. It is a deal breaker.
A deal breaker.
This is going to be an interesting twist.
Yeah,
so hold on to your seats. Now, the deal breaker we're referring to tonight is the dreaded affair. That's the deal breaker. Mm-hmm. Now, I know there's a lot of ladies out there who continue to ask this question. I always get this one. Why men cheat?
Why men, yeah.
I always get that. I mean, and you can talk about it 110 times as though like it's a get out of jail free card.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, nowadays, men are asking the same question about the women.
Come on.
Right?
Scandalous.
Always been us.
Scandalous.
But now it's the women. Infidelity has become so rampant, in marriages and relationships. It's crazy. It's going on everywhere. It's almost as though it's become an accepted way of life.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
Like the new normal.
Right.
We're going to get on
You
that.
ain't say the new normal,
normal. Of course, no one goes into a marriage thinking that the partner is going to cheat on them. Mm-hmm. They don't believe it's going to happen to a man or a woman says to themselves about 3 years into the marriage, oh, they're going to cheat. Mm-hmm. No, that's not how we go into it. So tonight we're going to look at infidelity and really try to determine if it has to be a deal breaker for your marriage.
Right.
All right. Now I know all the church folks is already saying, yeah, Jesus said, but let's back up off that for a minute. Open up your mind.
Open them up.
Yeah, open up your mind.
Let's keep
all right,
it
so
real.
let's get that
that little current event, man. We got to talk about something. I want to just talk
Yeah.
about the election. We just had the election.
Yes.
Big up to Obama.
Big O.
Barack did it once again. You know, barely, but he did it.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll tell you something though. When I went to work the next day, you know how you normally walk in and everybody says good morning.
Yeah.
Black folks say what's up. White folks look down at the ground.
Right.
Well, on this given day, black folks were saying, "What's up, my nigga?"
Right. Yeah. Walking around. We had a good night last night, didn't we? Yes, we did.
I know.
So you know how that goes. So
Right.
It's great. It was great. So I enjoy it. I'm loving it. I'm still living the life.
Still living, yeah.
I'm still glowing in the love of the Obama program.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bask in this for the rest of the year.
I'm still glowing.
Right.
I had to put it on Facebook like I'm still glowing.
Mm-hmm.
But the best way for him to shut everybody up is really just to show and prove now.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because it's time for Congress and everybody in the House to, get on board.
Yeah.
And if he can actually put some of these agendas through that they were stopping him from
There you
doing
go.
last
There you
term,
go.
wanting him to fail, and
Yeah.
the people still put him back in office.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
you can't say no. You can't be the party of no.
Right.
Yeah, not now.
this time.
Not now.
I mean, it's almost like if the dude's only gonna be here for a minute, don't let him put no pictures on the wall or nothing.
Right.
Because he ain't really
Right.
gonna be here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's there for the second term,
Yeah.
dude, there's pictures on the wall now, dude. You know what I mean? Hey, he done moved furniture in now. It's time to get to work. You know what I mean? So them Republicans can do what they want to
Yeah,
do.
they
but,
upset.
Hey,
You know the Hispanics happy because they can go to school.
yes, sir. Yes,
without
sir.
paying
I'm good.
that out-of-state tuition.
Yeah,
I'm good with
man.
that.
The
And
question,
that didn't make sense.
question 7. Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Didn't
You
make
know.
That's not
sense at
question
all.
7.
I mean, question 4, my
Question
bad.
4. You drinking?
Yeah, he drinking.
Nah.
He been to Colorado already.
He already been to Colorado and Washington State.
He just
We didn't
flew
have
back.
communion today, so I didn't.
He already had a package as soon as they passed that law out there.
That question 4.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So they can go to school.
Yeah.
And I think it's only fair for them. Even though you were born here. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
If you born, live in the state,
Right,
you
you
went
know.
to high school in the state, graduated in the state, it's insane
Right.
to have to pay out-of-state tuition.
out-of-state tuition.
Yeah. Yeah. That's insane.
You know.
That's insane.
Glad about that one. What y'all think about that number 6? That question 6.
Question 6.
Yeah, question
What was that?
Huh?
Same-sex marriage.
Oh.
Same-sex marriage one.
I want your opinion, preacher.
Let's hear what you got to say.
Let's hear it, Reverend Deacon Dr. Doug.
Hey, I'm bringing it like Biden.
You didn't
Yeah,
vote.
go ahead, bring it
I'm gonna tell you, from a religious standpoint, I believe what I believe. That marriage is between the man and the woman. Okay.
Alright.
in. Here come the butt. Here come the Rainbow Coalition side of that tie.
Rainbow Coalition. That's where I am. I'm always gonna believe that. I'm always gonna settle on that. From looking at the way the world is going. That's my opinion. That's what I believe.
Right.
But you're not going to push it on nobody else is what you're saying.
yeah, I
Because that's
don't-
what Biden was saying.
Right. I'm not going to push that on anybody else from a political standpoint, push it on you or anything like that. But I just got to believe what I got to believe according to the Bible. Some people, when you're going to believe what you believe, but I'm not going to sit up there and be in a position where I know I don't believe it, but yet I'm going to go ahead and vote because it's the politically thing to do correct. I'm not going to
I say to each his own. I mean, I'm not for it.
Right.
I don't necessarily believe in it, but to each his own. They ain't marrying me. That's their
Right.
thing. They got
Right,
you know what I'm saying? They got to deal with their own issues, deal with their own God. That's their own conviction, and if they comfortable with it, that's on them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're still contributing members to the society on whatever level.
Right.
And I guess I understand the things that they're fighting for. I mean, they want not just the right to be married, but they want to be able to share in the benefits, different things like their health benefits and all that type of stuff.
But they didn't need that pass for that because they already were sharing in the
Well,
in the
not
health
not
benefits.
everywhere though. Not everywhere.
Yeah, they wanted to be the law of the land.
Yeah, they want to be the law of the land.
different states wouldn't allow
I'm
it.
gonna tell you what I really didn't like. I just don't like when things are forced upon us. When you're trying to make us accept it or make us, believe it or make us like that. Don't do that. If I'm not forcing what I believe on you, don't force what you believe on me.
Right.
It's the same like the Chick-fil-A thing. The guy just put his opinion out there.
Right.
So he just put his opinion, but don't try to force them to close their doors almost because they won't believe what you believe. By the way, Chick-fil-A did have a record sale. They sales shot up big time. I just had to throw that in there.
It might have
Okay.
been a
You probably bought some chicken. You like a chicken eater.
I sure was. Okay. So that's my thing with it, my whole take on it.
I think about it almost like, remember back in the day when they used to have, you couldn't pray in school?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that was a big deal out there?
Yeah.
And Christian folk really got upset about
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Did it stop you from praying?
Nah.
No.
They stopped you from praying, but you got suspended
Yeah.
for praying in school.
Yeah. I mean,
Back
you could
then.
bow your head and pray in the beginning of the day still.
Right.
Right.
They used to go to the pole and pray. Christian
Yeah.
folks did that. So, I'm like you, little Chad. To each his own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everybody got to stand before God on their own.
On their own.
Right.
That's right.
I'm not trying to help you stand before God how fix you up so you can do it right.
Right.
That's on you. That's your decision.
Exactly.
And God is the ultimate judge.
Right. It is.
So I kind of try to back out of it from the standpoint of my personal view is my own view.
Right.
But hey, the law of the land is the law of the land. But at the end of the day, we know somebody that got the real law.
Right.
That's right.
You
That's
feel
right.
me?
Yeah,
So
I got you.
they got to deal with it on their own. And I think that's what Christian folks need to focus on.
Right.
Not on trying to change the rules, but if we could change people
Right.
who don't worry about the rule right, then we can change the land.
And between Obama's view and Biden's view on that, and them having the same mindset that we're kind of displaying right now, between that and that whole pro-choice issue for the ladies, that's what swung a lot of that Christian vote to Romney, who was the devil incarnate himself. You know, so I didn't understand it, but that's what swung that vote. They didn't have anything else to go on.
Right. Yeah.
And I believe that's why the so-called church was very quiet during this election. Very quiet, because a vote for Romney was a vote for Mormonism.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though he had the pro-life stance.
And poorism.
You know, and poorism, that's good.
The haves and the have-nots. That's what was going to be. Yeah.
But I think a large number were stuck in the crossroads when it came to that.
Yeah.
You know?
So what about the question 7?
Casino.
Yeah. That was a tough one for me.
I don't know. Get that money.
That's what I said.
I said, get that money, man.
I was for it. Bring it in. You know, we got 3,000 jobs off the break. Yeah. Not counting the jobs that were going to be created just building the thing.
Right.
We're talking about 3,000 jobs just running it on a day-to-day.
Right.
And I think for me, I've come across a lot of homeless people who work in contracting, work builders, and things of that nature. And they're kind of blue collar, you know. They got Tim's on every day that's dirty, and they nails never get clean kind of people, and they having hard times finding work right now.
Right.
And I believe, especially in this area, that I've seen so many black men that they do concrete, they do masonry and all that, can't find work.
Right.
And I believe in this area, that's where we can go.
Right.
With the Hispanic brothers, because you know they gonna be there.
Oh, they're gonna
be in there deep.
You know what I mean?
They're gonna build it
deep and cheap.
I think if we can get more deep and cheap, if we can get more black folks working, we'll have less black folks stealing from you.
Right.
Less black people looking how they can take something from you.
Right.
So I'm looking at it from a positive perspective.
Yeah, and I see that. On the flip side, you also have to look at it. I look at it from a gambling standpoint, because gambling is an addiction. Some people can't handle it, you know, and a casino right there, that close, you know, you just don't know what issues people have. You don't know people who are working there, which I'm told are not allowed to gamble. If you work there, I'm told you're not allowed to gamble. But just the temptation of that, you know. So I look at it from that aspect as well.
But that's true.
I understand the job point of view, and I understand the from the fact of you know, the schools may get money, which I really don't believe they're gonna get that much money, but there's a possibility of it.
But the county's gonna get money regardless.
Yeah, the county they gonna get money.
Now, how they disperse it
is
something totally different.
It's a different story. So I you know, I have to look at it from that aspect as well, because you have to put that out there, you know.
But now, with regards to your gambling issue that you're speaking of, the people that have gambling issues, they already got gambling issues.
Right.
They're already spending, you know, most of their check on scratch-offs and playing the number every day.
Now it's going to hit a big
They're just going to go to the casino and spend part of that money now.
Most of it.
You know what I mean?
And part of that reality is when you go to the casino, you're going to get broke a whole lot faster.
Well, I know that's what they're thinking. I know it.
You're going to get broke a whole lot faster than you will have
because you just...
it's money going down the drain. So it might be a rise in gambling anonymous programs.
But the thing about it is this too, all these issues, these things that they pass, we never, you know, especially as black folk, we never got angry and lashed out.
That's true.
At society because of or what they just did here. Not like what's going on today. You know, we didn't get angry about it. So, you know, it is what it is. We got to roll with it.
You got to roll with it. Got to roll with it. All right, man. Let's get on topic. You ready to roll?
Let's rock it. Let's rock it. All right. We talking about this. Is it a deal breaker?
Yes.
Look, I feel, first of all, in order to understand why marriages are suffering the way they are today, and they are, because divorce is ridiculous. Okay,
it is.
We need to take a look at the type of society we're living in, and statistically, sex is the #1 topic search on the internet according to the NCPCE online. And these are some staggering statistics right here. Okay, pornography, $57 billion revenue worldwide.
Yeah, that's for real.
That's a lot of money.
That's a whole lot of money.
That's for real.
I can get a whole lot of Tootsie Rolls with that.
Yeah.
But not.
And you worried about gambling.
Exactly. It ain't the gambling you got to worry about.
It don't seem like they got a gambling
It's
problem.
booty control. That's what that is. Some people out there that's hungry. And not for Tootsie Rolls.
You got 12 billion in U.S. revenue, and that's more than ABC, CBS, and NBC, which is $6.2 billion. Okay, 2.5 of the 12 billion is internet porn. 25% of total search engine requests are porn related. All right, top 3: sex, MP3, Hotmail, sex. You know, sex sells, right?
Yeah.
8% of total emails, are porn related. 8%.
At work, no, I'm joking.
Right? No, it's the truth.
Right.
No, it's the truth. You just joking.
Bunch of nasty people. You're nasty.
Right, and it's an average of like 4.5 per internet user.
Right,
all right?
right.
You got 12% of total websites. Of all the websites, 12% of them
That's a huge
are
number.
pornography. That's a huge number.
That's a huge number.
That's a huge number. All right?
That's a lot of booty online.
Yeah.
Because it's making that money. You talking about billions of dollars, man.
Yeah.
That 10%.
I've been looking into some internet business. That sounds like a one to go into. I don't.
10,
It might be a little overcrowded right now.
It might. I gotta figure out a marketing strategy.
So do you want to act in one of this?
Don't want to act in
programs,
one.
Or are you talking about getting involved in the program? Why are you looking up at the stars? Like
I'm just
that?
trying to think of who could potentially act with me. But that's only because you brought it up.
Right.
Initially, I was just thinking from, a revenue perspective, and how to market it where I'm not including the masses. But since you want to think of that,
You turning the corner, man.
you are not going into
Well, you the one with
pornography
me.
I
business.
appreciate it.
but you went there though.
Sorry.
Check out this statistic right
It's
here.
on, Harry.
I'm trying to get there, man. 10% of men admitted to having internet sexual addictions. According to the Internet Pornography Statistics in 2003. 10%. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
10%.
That's a lot.
Now, I have.
I ain't
gotta
addicted to
admit-
nothing I can't touch. I'm gonna tell you
Right.
that right
You're
now.
addicted to you can't.
No,
I have, it's easy to get addicted to. Let me tell you that. Because all you got to do is accidentally go to a page.
Accidentally? No, you
Yeah,
don't
no.
accidentally- You don't accidentally
Yes,
go
you
to-
can. I'm
Eric, just keep it real.
No, I'm keeping it real.
We keep it 100 on men off
Wait
the
a
cuff.
minute. I'm feeling some fairy
No.
dust.
No.
I need you to tell the truth, Eric. It's easy to get addicted like he accidentally went on. If you had a problem, it's okay. This is
know.
where you talk about it. This is the couch.
I'm gonna tell you. I
your
don't
feet
have
up,
a,
son.
first of all, I don't have a problem. Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna tell you
You
how.
had a
it
problem.
Why you
No, I
stuttering?
know
Why
I
you
had no
stuttering?
problem.
Why you
I'm
stuttering?
gonna tell you what happened.
What had happened was
I was
Go ahead.
I was at work some time ago. This was a long time ago.
long
Now, all that
time
stuff is
ago.
blocked.
Long time ago.
All that stuff is blocked, right? And I was trying to get to the White House site.
Right.
The White House.
How did I
Yeah.
know he was going to say
Because you've been there.
WhiteHouse.gov, right?
And I put in whitehouse.com. But it is a
Right.
pornography site, okay? I didn't realize it.
At work.
Yeah.
It was at work. I mean, all that's blocked right now. But I'm just saying, I accidentally went
disappointed?
to it.
So how do you know it's blocked right now?
Because he tried again after the first time. Because he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know if he didn't try to go on there again.
How you know
Okay?
it's blocked
So we
right
need
now?
you to tell the truth
Tell
up
the
in here.
truth up
This
in
is
here.
where the truth gonna come out right now.
That is not the truth.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of sites blocked.
But how you know that site is blocked?
Yeah, how you
Because
know?
We're just talking about this one site.
Yeah.
Because some stuff is the government stuff I can't discuss for the nature of the government. Okay, I can't really discuss, right?
Oh.
But I just know that it's blocked. Just trust me, okay?
Hey, Kirk Franklin came out. You can come out there. We accepted him. That's what black people do. We
I
like
never
you.
had no
We like you, bro.
problem.
We can give you hugs up in here. It's all
I
good.
ain't never had no pornography problem.
All right, let's go.
I'm just saying I
Let's hear
understand.
about your mistake.
All right. 20% of wow, I had to read this. This statistic: 20% of men admit accessing pornography at work.
See, there you go.
20%.
You need to purge yourself, brother. Purge.
Let it go.
It's good for you.
Let it go. Confess your sins.
That's the first step. It's admitting that you have a problem.
I don't have a problem. Okay. Cool.
You know, we here with you, one day at a time.
But
all right, one more.
13%
That's
of
serenity
women.
prayer.
13% of women admit accessing pornography at work as well. We ain't the only one doing this. I mean, not we as in we, but men are not the only ones.
See, we.
getting in
When you
pornography.
say,
No, I just messed up because y'all playing with my words.
Ain't nobody playing with your words.
Nobody make you say we.
You just talking and telling on yourself. Ain't nobody playing with words.
Playing with my words.
Oh my God! Let me move to the next topic for somebody start lying.
Yeah, or somebody already lying.
Wow! Cheating, messing around, stepping out, no matter what is called infidelity, is one of the most hurtful and destructive situations that can occur in a relationship. Let's take a look at how individuals can start to repair their marriages after this type of an affair. Right? Because pornography is an affair.
Yeah, it's an affair.
People don't want to think of it as an affair, but it is an affair.
Right.
There are certain phases you go through after cheating has occurred. These phases they vary depending on whether both you and your spouse have agreed to try to continue the relationship, or if you have ended the relationship after the betrayal, and you are now simply trying to heal yourself, forget, and recover.
Yeah.
I believe one of the most important things that needs to be done after an affair is to rebuild the trust in the marriage and relationship. And that can be done by following a few steps. Now, let me digress for a minute.
Go ahead.
Digress.
Let me digress for a minute. I have been in relationships where people have assumed that I was cheating. Okay. And let me give you an example.
That's the worst.
I had sent someone an email once, and we have been friends for about 10 years. And the girl I was with, I had been with her for about 5 years. All right? She wasn't aware of the fact that I had this other friend who was getting married.
Okay.
Right? So I sent her an email, and I said in the email, glad you getting married, right? I don't think this dude is the right dude for you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Right? In the email, I said this, right?
You gave advice.
And I said, and when the preacher says, if anybody here think these two should not be married, let them speak now, let them hold their peace.
Hold their peace.
I would say,
up.
yeah, they shouldn't get married.
Okay.
And
hold
then
your peace.
I said at the end of it, I said, love you. L-U-V.
Right.
Y-A.
Right. The L-U-V.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's different.
My girl gets on the email, I'm having an affair.
Wow.
Because why did I say I love you?
Right.
Not L-U-V.
Not I love you. You just said
Right.
love you.
No, she said I said I love you.
Right.
Because it don't matter what I wrote, it's how she read.
How she interpreted.
Right? And then why you even care about this woman getting married over here?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm the adulterer.
Woo.
So I'm taking battles. I'm fighting the war.
Right.
And I ain't done nothing yet.
Right.
Bobbing and weaving for no reason.
I'm bobbing and weaving, and I hadn't done anything yet. You know how long it took me to get through that? Wow. Guess what? I had to drop her.
Yeah.
I had to cut her because I couldn't do it. Because she wasn't going to move forward.
Right.
Because she felt so betrayed by that situation. Right? And I mean, she was older than me, older lady.
Okay.
She had like a 7-year-old child. We was moving forward.
Right.
But so I had to cut her because she was so betrayed by that situation.
Couldn't get
You know what I
past
mean?
it. Yeah.
So it was a deal breaker for real. She just like, I'm done. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
And so many women are out there that feel like all men cheat.
Yeah.
Every man cheat. And every little sign, like you didn't come home from work on time, you didn't call me back, or whatever the issue might be.
You didn't answer the phone when I called.
You didn't answer your phone. You cheated.
Right.
And so they already have a predisposition to it's a deal breaker.
Right.
I'm done.
And that's their own insecurities.
And their own insecurities, man.
And in some cases, it's because they doing their own dirt.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's true.
Yeah.
Because women will roll like that.
Yeah, rollers.
So, a few steps we were going to talk about. End all contact with your so-called lover. So why is it that they don't want to end contact? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You ain't serious about trying to move forward if you don't want to end contact with that person.
Exactly.
Right.
And y'all can't be friends. Y'all can't hang out. Y'all can't be buddies. You got to end all
cut it off.
contact. Yeah.
Cold turkey.
Say absolute final goodbye to that person, right? To that lover, so to speak. There should be a firm rule of no contact.
Right.
A firm rule of no contact. Now, I've seen people compromise on that. She say he just friends, or they just ride to work together, or they work in the same building. No, they having lunch together again. See, that's crazy right there. This has never.
Wonder what he eating for lunch.
Right. So a firm rule of no contact that is never violated by phone, email, text, change meetings, or any other form of contact. This is an essential step that will help to create the environment in which the betrayed partner can begin to slowly regain trust.
Right. If you like fighting to hold on to somebody, and you know what's causing the rift, then something is wrong. You're giving that person a justified reason to think that something is going on because you're fighting. Anytime if you're in a relationship and your significant other is like, you need to cut this off because I'm not feeling comfortable with it, then you got to come to grips with yourself and say, okay, it's either my relationship I have, or I'm going to keep this so-called friendship with this person.
Right.
Just make a decision. But you can't hold on to both of them.
Right.
If your spouse is not, or your, person in a relationship is not happy about it. I tell my wife all the time that if because I have a lot of female friends. Always have.
You look like you have a lot of female friends.
That's not fair.
Yes.
You're making a judgmental assessment of me, okay? I have a lot of female friends, right? Right?
Yeah.
And I told her straight up, I got a lot of female friends, If at any point my female friends don't speak to her, don't talk to her, or I feel like they're disrespecting her,
that's a sign.
I'm there,
You
that's
got
a
to
sign
cut
for me. I'm cutting you off. You know what I'm saying?
That's a sign.
I'm not going to have that.
That's right.
So simple as
That's a
that.
sign. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I mean, you got to analyze the relationship. That's first. That's one. That's one of the things that you want to do is analyze the relationship. Accept even a small degree of shared responsibility. The wayward partner must bear the burden of most of the responsibility for that affair. But each situation is co-created on some level. Partners should think about this and discuss this. How do we create a world that made it somehow okay to have an affair?
Wow.
I'm going to say that again. How did we create a world that made it okay to somehow have an affair?
Yeah.
But at the same time, keep in mind that in no way did we betray the partner. Drive the other to have the affair.
There you go.
So we don't want to confuse that. You didn't drive that individual to have the affair.
You made me do it.
Right. No, you made a choice.
Yeah, you lying.
You made a choice to lay down with that.
Yeah. You didn't make me get naked. You didn't make me get naked.
Right.
But I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand what it's saying right here. Okay, because nobody can make you do anything. But what if you're in a situation where you're married, you're not getting nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You still got to take responsibility for you jumping into the affair. But can't, and I'm asking the question, can't your spouse, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, sort of push you into that situation?
Okay.
Take your time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, Bob.
I don't think so.
Nah.
See,
you can have it. Yeah, you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think if somebody go, I think if you looking for a way out to do what you want to do, you're gonna find a way out.
Right.
So the bottom line is nobody outside of me controls me enough to make me do something like that.
Right.
Because it's my choice. It's my free will, even though, like he said, the other partner may play a role in withdrawal, which makes me think more about it.
Right. Okay.
But the act of doing it is still my primary thing.
I understand that.
Now let me piggyback on that.
Okay.
I totally agree with what Bobby's saying. No one is going to be able to make you do anything. If you do something, that's because that's what you wanted to do. It wasn't slipped on a banana peel and fell in it, or none of that other nonsense. You decided that that's what you want to do. Now, I've been around people and I've dealt with people before that have, slipped up, went out there, whatever, and whatever the excuse was, it didn't really matter. Not, oh, well, I felt lonely, or I felt like you didn't want me, or what?
You didn't pay me enough attention.
You didn't pay me attention. Yeah. What does that have to do with you going and violating the laying up? Because really, this other individual don't really care nothing about you.
Right.
So you playing yourself. You playing yourself. You make yourself look cheap, and that's whether it's the male or the female.
Right.
You know, you playing yourself to step out there on somebody else and then try to blame it on your significant other or your mate.
Right.
And say that they caused you to do it because of something that they weren't doing.
Yeah.
You're just a weak individual.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So then you're not getting your needs met, right? So then what do you do at this point? Because your needs are not being met. You know we'll say your drive is high. So you gotta have it. You ain't getting it. You like suffering. I mean, what do you actually do? Is it better? Is it better just say, of course you're gonna sit down and talk about it, but it's better to sit down and talk about it and then say, hey, I'm not getting my needs met. Before I step out on you, let's just go ahead and separate.
Yeah, you separate before you step out.
To do versus,
or you take this $57 billion up a notch. That's all I'm saying. You know, you can do that in the comfort of your own home without stepping out. Because at least if you're talking to your mate or whatever, this is what and they walk in, this is what, you know, whether it's her walking in, you know, and she sees some baby, and there's some baby oil on the counter, you know, she can forgive you. Or if you hear something walk, what is that in the room? Are you shaving? You got my clippers in the back, and that ain't your clippers.
Right.
You know, then at least you can work it out.
You know,
I'm just saying.
I think, and I agree totally with what Chad is saying, because I don't, the issue of affair is, I don't think it's necessarily always because of a need. I think sometimes
I agree.
Sometimes, you know, the Bible is very true. When a man sins because he lusts,
right?
You know what I mean. So it's not always because I'm not getting my needs met. I just found another venue to get my need met.
Right.
You see what I mean?
I agree with you, because some men are just straight up just dogs.
Right.
They just they see some different tail, they going after it.
Right.
They're going to sniff every tail they can find. They're just like a dog. I understand that part.
But a dog can't do nothing if that cat don't
let him. Right.
You understand
what I'm saying?
Whether she in a relationship or whether she's not in a relationship, he's still not going to come at you a certain way if you don't allow. If you open your doors at 5 a.m, right, you know, and let that brother come in, even if you say, you know, he got his mind somewhere else.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Very true.
Because in all my years, if you let me in at 5 a.m, it's on.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on my mind. 5 a.m, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get this right here. I mean, really. And the female can lie and say, oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. That wasn't my plan. Right. But at the end of the day, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And I think that's what it is. It's a mask, so to speak. That nobody's being honest in that relationship. Nobody's coming to the table saying, hey, this is what's up. Because generally that conversation about you gonna make me go out and all that is down the road conversation.
Yeah.
It ain't the upfront conversation.
Right.
Because then if you have that conversation up front, then that person says, well, this is why I'm hurting. Right? And this is why I'm not giving you the attention that you say you deserve. Now we can work it out. But when people have secret lust issues and I really don't love you anyway, and then they go have an affair, that's a whole different can of worms that we're talking about. The result of it is the affair, but that's just the result of it. We need to deal with the root of the issue. Because aren't we talking about the deal breaker? You know, is it a deal breaker?
Right.
Ultimately, we trying to figure out, why is it a deal breaker for you? Meaning, should it be a deal breaker for you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you.
So you hit it up. I think it's you, man.
Yeah. Answer betrayed spouse's questions.
Oh yeah,
this is a trip.
Yeah, we hate this one.
You know, the betrayed spouse will likely have intrusive and racing thoughts about the affair. Now, some describe this as seeing a movie in their minds about what actually happened when the lovers were together. Okay, because of this.
Where were your hands at? What was you thinking about? What was y'all at? How long did it last? Did you call her my name?
And what was you saying?
Was you talking to her?
Was you calling his name?
Did you touch her like this?
Her
Did
name.
she touch you like that?
Can I go for a
I'm sorry. I was having a flashback moment.
You was having a flashback moment?
Having a flashback moment. I told y'all.
He talking about stop, liar.
Liar.
Because of this, he will likely ask many questions about the details of the affair. Now, hearing the answers can be difficult,
Painful.
very painful, and providing the question.
Oh, you want to know? Oh, you really don't want to know.
And I never.
You can't handle the truth.
It is right there. So don't ask.
Right.
Hey.
And providing the answers is usually awkward and painful as well.
Yeah.
An important caution that the betrayed spouse needs to consider is this, however, is whether he or she is prepared to hear and live with the answers.
They ain't
all
ready.
right?
And if you're giving the answers, you better make sure it ain't no Glock somewhere nearby, because you don't know the mindset of that individual.
And it's like we were saying, for example, is it helpful to know where or how the lovers had sex?
Nope.
You know, or will this knowledge provoke additional and unnecessary anguish? Yes, it
It's coming.
will.
It's coming. It's coming.
And I never understand
Boogity,
that. Why?
boogity, boogity.
Why would somebody ask, questions like that after an affair? You know they had an affair,
Right.
okay? But it's like almost it's like normal for them to ask, well, where did y'all do it at?
Right. Right.
You know, was she better than I was?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know.
'Cause are we moving houses? You know what I'm saying? Because we're not buying another house. So it's crazy. Yeah, those kinds of questions, man, they drive you crazy.
So you saying you brought them in the house? Is what you're saying.
That's what I said.
You said moving houses,
That's what
so they was in your crib.
Over somebody else's head. Somebody on the radio got that.
They was in your crib.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really going on.
I think those people don't really want those answers, because what do those answers do for you?
Right. They don't do it. They cause more pain than
Because you 6 feet, 6'6", right? You 6'6", Chad, right?
Just shy.
6'5",
6'5", and 3/4.
Wait,
right?
NBA
3/4, right? All right. So, and if I'm 5'11", right at 6 feet. All right.
And you 4'11",
And you 4'11",
so we got to come.
Three quarters.
I'm closer to
All right?
I'm closer to
Now,
6
now
feet.
there's a certain reality, right?
You closer to what?
I'm closer to 6 feet than I am to 5 feet.
I can't believe 6 feet came out your mouth.
Closer to 6
I'm
feet
closer
than he is to 5
to 6 feet than I am to 5 feet because I'm 5'6" and
That's
3/4.
a short
You
person's
almost
mentality.
5'6" and 3/4.
Yeah, it was almost
with
5'7".
some platform shoes on.
No, that's my real height. I'm almost 5'7", so that's
All right,
closer.
Eric.
I'm trying to help you.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have that, man.
So back to my point. He's 6 feet tall.
Right.
Right? And if the person that had the affair tells you that, you say, why did you go to him over me? Because that's the kind of question
Right.
you
That's
get.
what you get. Right.
And then she says to you, well, it's because he's 6'5". Can you ever be 6'5", Eric?
Oh, you're talking to me.
No, not never.
That means you don't really want the answer to the question.
Right. You don't want
You see what I'm saying?
So shut up.
So it doesn't help you
Eric, I
any.
still got my sticks in the closet.
There's nothing you can do to fix
Right.
that. There's nothing you can do. Nothing
I
you
think
can fix.
that not that I disagree, because I agree with you, but I think that for some people it's just a matter of full disclosure in that situation,
Yeah.
and so they kind of feel like if you tell me everything, then there are no more secrets.
Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
they ask those questions, not necessarily because they really want to hear everything,
There you go.
but
Right.
because they want you to show that there's some full disclosure, because now I can start to build on that, because I know now you're not trying to keep anything from me.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
That's just.
But and I understand your point, and I see your point.
Why you pointing at
I'm just saying, man. I think it also depends on the person, because I think some questions they need to
Dick
know.
Cheney
They
on.
need to know how long the affair was going on. They need to know if you just kissed or you actually had sexual intercourse. They need to know, probably how many times it happened.
Well, let me ask you this:
whoa.
what
How many
if
times? What is that?
what-
matter?
what
I
if-
mean, that would be a significant.
whether it was
question.
one time or whether it was 5 times, that don't really matter. But let me ask you, since
It
you,
matters to some
you
people, Jay.
said whether or not they just kissed or whatever, but what if they just was panting and breathing and rubbing and touching and on top of each other, but they never actually got penetration. Does that make it any worse than actually?
Right.
No, it's still an affair, but I think it's still an affair. But I think from a psychological standpoint, if the party, it's easier to swallow. Why? If they know that you actually didn't penetrate. Because at least you can tell them that I had a fighting chance. I wanted to do it, but I didn't do it because I thought about you, baby. Huh?
What if you walk up on it?
Walk up on what?
Them, they're not penetrating. They just on top of each other
on the couch.
And she calling that brother's name or whatever, and rubbing on him or something like that. You all right? You okay with that?
I'm never gonna be all right with that.
Okay, well you said there ain't no difference between that and penetration.
No. What I'm saying is,
I'm just trying to see where you coming from.
If it's
I mean, you pornologist, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you don't want to be on WhiteHouse.com.
I'm just trying to see what your opinion is on the situation.
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole different situation if you actually catch them in the act. Because they can be kissing, and I think if you catch them in the act that, it's a whole different situation. If it's something you don't know about,
should you kill him?
That you're speculating. No, you shouldn't kill him. I know some people who would, but I think you would kill him. You know what I'm saying? I know some people who would, but you shouldn't kill him. You know, but if you just think they doing it, you don't have any proof, but you think so, or somebody came to you and told you, I saw XYZ or something like that. Then I think, you got to come from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at things from that perspective.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Because somebody having some trust issues.
Some trust issues right now. Problems going on.
So, what we gonna do? We gotta rebuild trust, keep no secrets. And it's going to take some patience.
Man, it's going to take
patience. It's going to take some patience.
Yeah.
All right? Work to earn trust, earn back trust, and to grow new trust. Right? Mm-hmm. An essential conversation to have involves the question, what do you need from me in order to get past this?
Yes, very important question.
Now, that's a real question.
Real question.
Because what I think the betrayer, what we want to happen is, get it over with. Trust me all over again. Mm-hmm. I done told you. I gave you all the information you want to know. She was 5 feet tall. I told you how many times. I told you where she lived. Now it's over with. Right?
Yes, she was better than you.
Right?
I'm sorry.
But we want that to be it. I've confessed, because we've all been taught that if you repent, right, and turn from your wicked ways, right, God will heal the land. Mm-hmm. But healing take time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They want to go to the altar and get some oil on them and be over with.
But what if the betrayed, is there such thing as asking for too much? Or asking for too much too long?
I do not think so. And let me tell you why I say that.
Why you say that?
I say that because
Moses is talking
right. Moses is talking right now. Because you don't know the depth in which you hurt that person.
Right.
You assume it might not be hurt because you got caught.
Right.
Because most folks always say this. The only reason why you confessing is because you got caught. Because if you wouldn't have got caught, you probably would still be doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or getting mad at the person that caught you.
You know what I mean? But the reality is that you don't know the depth in which you hurt that person.
Right.
So if the cup is full and you have ciphered out all what's in the cup, it's going to take time to fill back up that cup. Yeah. So I look at it like this. If y'all been together 5 years and you decide that you're going to have an affair, you have already counted up the cost that you're ready to flush these 5 years down the drain.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You should have already made that cost
before
you decided to have that affair.
Right.
So then when you come back and confess it, you should expect to have to work through that 5 years of hurt that you put in. Mm-hmm. So it may take you longer than you are willing to work it out, which is why you got to have a real conversation. Right. Like, look, I don't know if I can handle this. And then she can give you the deuces sign.
Right.
And that's what usually happens when people cheat. They don't think about the consequences. They don't think about what happens tomorrow.
Right.
They don't think about what happens if I get caught, if I get walked up on, for instance, something like that. So it becomes a problem. Well, it was a song back in the day. What was it? As We Lay or something? Who sang that song? Shirley Murdoch?
Shirley Murdoch, yeah.
We should have counted up the cost.
Yeah.
But instead we got lost in a second, in a minute, in an hour.
Yeah.
As we lay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the A. She was talking to the
was
people.
on it.
They don't make music like that
No, that
anymore.
kind of music, they won't make it to top 10.
Right,
won't make
but
it
she
today.
put it out there though. I mean, and that's what's up. You think about tomorrow,
Yeah.
or the consequences of your actions. Just ponder for a minute. You might not. I mean, you can't let your lust
Right.
overcome whatever it is. You can't let your loneliness
Right.
overcome you for. Because if that individual's not there for you, you still have to refrain, not for them, but for yourself.
Because I was thinking about your story.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about your story you used earlier about if the wife or the spouse, significant other, is not providing your needs. But what if they can't anymore? For medical reasons or physical reasons.
Right.
Then it's okay. You're not gonna have that conversation with that person.
No, I think you have that
Right,
conversation.
you have
Right.
that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to have it. Because if
Right.
you don't have it, you're not going to have trust.
Right.
You're going to have secrets. You're not going to be patient. You know what I'm saying?
You're not, right.
So the reality is, it says that there's a saying that says, "He who has nothing to hide hides nothing." Right? And the reality is, the wayward spouse, the wayward significant other, needs to share his cell phone records.
Yeah.
Needs to share passwords to email accounts, some bank records. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Right? Phone contact lists, text records. This will likely feel very intrusive at first when you only thinking about yourself,
Right,
because
right.
you're a selfish dog. Anyway, because that's all they thinking about anyway is
Right,
themselves.
right.
But now when you've confessed it and you got caught, it's all about thinking about them.
Right.
Trying to heal that person.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Yeah, you're done.
You have to do.
Finish talking about you.
You got to do everything you can do to build that trust again.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, it is going to take time, but sharing all these things right here,
Yeah.
that's the least
Yeah.
that you can do.
That's
There's
the
so
least.
much
Yeah.
more that you got to do to show
Yeah.
this person that
yeah.
hey, I'm really sorry for it, and I really do love you. And I believe always like this: if you guys love each other, really love each other, I think you can work through any situation.
Sure.
As
Sure.
long
I
as
agree
you
with that.
love each other, especially if a person mess up for the first time.
As long as they ain't trying to hold on.
Right,
Sure,
right.
sure.
As long as you ain't
Yeah,
trying
you
to
can't
hold on.
hold on.
Yeah.
What if it's not the first time?
If the second time, that's just a problem.
Yeah, that's a different kind of.
That's different. That's a whole different Bible
bird by a
class right
different
there.
color.
Yeah.
Right. The
So
word.
whether it's the male or the female, you dealing with a hoe.
Yeah. Either way, right?
Did I just say that?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, America. America, I'm sorry.
The words "get over it."
Moses, tell
or
Jesus I'm sorry.
You should have just got over it by now. You should have been over it by now. Those are words that the person that betrayed somebody should never say.
Never come out of your mouth.
Recovery from the sincere emotional impact of an affair is a long, intricate process.
Right. Long.
Such insensitivity and impatience will very likely be the roadblock in the recovery process. So when you get too tired, tell yourself, do some more.
Yeah.
When you feel like I'm tired, I can't take this no more, because you feel like she is on you or he is on you, go further.
Mentally take yourself back, I think, to the moment when that confrontation happened, when they found out, or when you told them, or however it broke down, and remember the pain that it caused them at that time. I think that will give you that extra push to continue on trying to make things right.
Yeah. I think we always, remember when we was kids, we would get in trouble with mama and daddy, and all we wanted to do was whatever penance that we needed to do.
You remember when you was a kid?
I remember. Because I used to get beat a lot.
When Moses was alive before Christ, right? Moses was before Christ, so this brother remember 1,000 years ago.
I remember. And so we used to always want to get through the beating so we can move on.
Get it right.
Because what we want, we go back to mom and daddy and hug, right? You love me? And they say, yeah, I love you. And then you move on. But that's how we want to do in our relationships. We just want to say, I'm sorry, you called me, let's move on.
Let's move on.
But when it comes to this kind of issue, this kind of betrayal, it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Not easy at all.
It's not easy as 1, 2, 3.
Do it.
ABC and 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Now, for that individual that was cheated on, there is a healing process you have to go through in order to move on past the affair. Now, let's take a look at some stages that you'll actually go through. Now, Phase 1, that initial shock after finding out about the cheating. This is the stage where you feel completely lost, disoriented, crushed after learning about the betrayal. You feel so strong anger towards both your cheating spouse and that secret lover that you may even become violent towards one of them or both of them.
What? Bust your windows out.
Yeah, bust your head to the white meat. To the white meat for sure. Your mind is full of horrible thoughts related to the betrayal, most of them being a mixture of pain, anger, jealousy, frustration, depression, anxiety, and mistrust towards your cheating spouse.
Yeah.
That's why it's best for sometime when you
if
find
you put
out,
a cherry bomb in their behind and watch it explode.
Shit, that's not nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just say that?
Sometimes it's just, especially when you initially find out something's going on, and even if you
1,000 cuts with razor blades and lemon juice.
Don't even deal with it right there. Tell the person, look, you need to go away for a minute. Because that initial thing, that anger right there, sometimes you're not even in your right mind of that, and you don't want to do anything that you're going to regret.
Right.
So you need to tell them, look, why don't you need to go away? Just grab your cup of stuff. Just put them in your briefcase and just get out right now, because I can't deal with you right now. Yeah. And that's vice versa. We talked about, I think among us one time. I mean, what would you do in a situation where you came home and you caught that person?
Somebody did.
People got to die though.
Well, the thing is, do you have something to kill them?
They got to meet Jesus. I'm gonna kill him with the couch.
That's the thing. Do you have some? Because this is the thing. This is the thing. What if it's a situation where when it happens, you really not that surprised? Because if it's the second time somebody did something, you really not that surprised.
If it's the second time, you're not.
It's
surprised.
not that far out of the realm,
right?
That they did something again.
If it's the second time, you just like, well, I figured it. I'm done. I'm gone.
Let me get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? If it's the first time, I think you walk in there, you're shocked. I think depending on what type of person you are,
you pull kerosene,
how much God you may have in you, of what you actually do, because even church folk I know will snap at that moment and may hurt the person who's cheating, not the spouse but the other person.
Right.
That's
always funny to me. Why do you spend the energy going after the other person? Right. Because the other person may not even know you.
Yeah,
but what if they do? But they can know you, or at least have met you before. They don't necessarily have to know you, but they could have met you before.
The person that betrayed you is the person you have the commitment.
No, I agree. I totally agree.
They just want to go. They want to go burn up their car too. I don't understand that. Call their job. That's crazy to me.
You're right, because they may not have known, and he could be an innocent. Probably was like, I didn't know you was married. I mean, she didn't tell me, dog.
And so he might have been over your career drinking with you.
That
don't make him your boy, but that don't mean he ain't come over as her friend.
That's a different situation. If I knew him or seen him before, that's a whole different situation right there. I may have to.
What if he break bad with you?
Oh, that's it. It's gonna take the.
What if he break bad with you and you stand there and he got a gun?
God gonna have to send an angel down. Oh, I'm not gonna be stupid because I want to at least live to
kill him. Yeah.
Mailbox question.
So squeeze off. Mailbox question of the day. Interesting. This is from Anonymous, whoever that is.
Why are you laughing like that?
What are some of the warning signs you can look for in your relationship that will help you identify if your relationship is starting to fall into a pattern or starting to become routine? I'm going to read it again because that confused me with that misspelling or whatever. Don't y'all got spell check on the email? What are some of the warning signs you can look for in your relationship that will help you identify if your relationship is starting to fall into a pattern or starting to become a routine?
In other words, if your relationship is starting to become boring, the same thing over and over. I think that's what it's saying.
Some warning signs for boring. You stop having fun. What are you talking about? If you stop doing anything, that's just a matter of saying, hey, you know what? We don't do anything anymore. Why can't we let's change it up.
Or one party just don't want to do anything anymore. You're like, come on, let's go to the movies. I don't feel like it. You start making excuses for everything all the time. Well, the movies cost too much now. I got to go to IMAX HD and it's too much money. I don't feel like doing that right now. Well, let's go out and get something to eat. I don't feel like it because I don't eat Mexican food no more. I mean, just making excuses why you don't want to do anything. And sometimes your relationship, your marriage.
That means either you ain't got the money, or you trying to keep that person hidden from the public.
That could be one.
I'm telling you, it's only one of the two. If it's the money, okay. Right. But if you're trying to keep them hidden, well, we go out, then that other person.
But that's a sign, though, when they don't want to go out in public with you.
Yeah.
Like the lady who ain't been to the family reunion ever.
Yeah.
That's a sign.
That's a sign. That's a huge sign.
When you go out in public and he walking 3 feet in front of you, or she walking 3 feet in front of you. There's some signs.
Yeah,
you're starting to feel like you your sister or something when y'all walking out. Treating you the same way.
There is no "I love you" in conversation anymore.
Right.
There's no "I love you" at the end of the phone calls or whatever. Or when you come home late and he don't ask no questions.
Oh,
if you come home late, he don't ask no questions. He don't give a.
There you go.
Now, don't get me wrong.
That is.
He might care about you or whatever,
but not like he used to.
Yeah, right. And then and I don't. Now I have before not asked the question when somebody came in late, but I knew I was in such a state of rage on the inside that if I had asked the question at that time, so I just shut down and didn't say anything. But I ain't say nothing to him for like 16 hours. So I was like, if I say something, it's gonna be on and popping, and it's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye.
That's true.
Problems.
So there's a lot of signs out there for when your relationship is starting to become routine.
Yeah.
You know it. I mean, it. Come on, that kind of question you already know.
So I hope we answered the question for you, Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous.
Yeah.
You just got to pick it up.
Yeah,
And I'm sorry your mama, daddy didn't give you a name.
Phase 2. Chad talked about phase 1. Phase 2. You know what? Let's hit that. Let's hit that next week.
Why are you still stuttering?
I don't know why.
Let's hit that next week.
Next week?
I've been talking all week, man.
So you think we're there now?
Let's hit that next week.
Because you always sound like you got a frog.
We got a lot more to the show.
Part 2?
Yeah,
we gotta do a part 2 on this right here.
We sorry about that, but man,
we got a lot more.
We gotta give the people some solutions.
Yeah, we gotta get some more solutions. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get the contest in.
All right. Contest.
All right. We choose
Talk
our grand
about
prize
the
winner tonight,
contest.
don't we? Right?
Yeah. Grand prize winner tonight.
Yeah, this is the person. Oh no, we're not.
We can't.
No, not tonight.
Not tonight.
Y'all got to read y'all stuff, man.
My bad. I guess
I
we're
don't
not choosing it tonight.
Cause we chose last week. What are you talking about?
Let's do the contest. Read the scripts. Read the scripts for the contest.
All right, check it out.
I'm trying to understand why you want to choose a contest winner again.
I was just reading.
We got a new contest in place, right? This contest is hot.
My producer tripping today.
So listen up. You must be a follower of the show to qualify for this contest. Now go to www.spreaker.com. Sign up with your email address, type in "off the cuff" in the search box, then click on the follow button, and that will make you a part of the OTC University.
Eric been shopping. You see Eric been shopping?
Family.
Got little shiny shoes.
Yeah, he got new shoes on and everything.
We will be choosing a winner each week,
roach stompers.
and that winner will be put in a drawing to win a $50 Visa
What's that,
gift
Stacey
card.
Adams?
Now, if we call your name as one of the weekly winners, you have 1 week from the day we will call your name to respond. If we do not hear from you within the week, you forfeit your eligibility
a size 7 and
to
got a
win
size 13 shoe on.
the $50 Visa gift card. But you still qualify for the grand prize drawing. All right? We will be choosing the winner of the $50 Visa gift card every first Sunday of the month. But hold on.
Rattled, huh?
All right? There's not at all. There's even more to this contest. Okay, I've been married, okay? Chad, tell them about the big surprise coming up, all right?
The big surprise. All right. Now, every 3 months, all of the Visa card winners, of course, have been put into a drawing to have the opportunity to be guest hosts on the show with the men of Off the Cuff. Now, look, y'all know how we roll. I don't know why I got to keep saying this every week.
Right.
You know how we roll. Right. You know, Eric got issues. Bobby got issues. I'm the same one up in here and everything. So if you've chosen to be a guest host on the show, be ready just to keep it off the cuff because we have a good time.
That's what's up.
Well, the grand prize winner, of course, is going to be chosen.
Go ahead.
We got it.
For when?
We got one.
No, because what we got to do? We started over because we chose the grand prize winner last week. I don't understand.
All right, well, let's see if we can get another one in.
You want to get another one?
No.
Okay, we're going to have 2 grand prize winners.
Let's see.
That's what we're doing. The grand prize winner that we chose last week, then we got a grand prize winner for this week. We might have 2 people on the shout.
Okay.
Now, the grand prize winner for this week, and we did include all of the winners from the past shows that actually, hit us up and claim their prizes and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Right? So the grand prize winner, for this week. This is the second grand prize winner because we had one last week.
All right, it is.
Who's
Maybell.
Who's that? Maybell Richardson. Maybell.
That sounds.
I hope she local because that sounds like she in Alabama or something.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Maybell.
Maybell. Named after her mama. Now.
Her mama. That sounds like somebody with a big booty.
All right, Maybell Richardson it is.
Hit us up, Maybell. Hit us up on the email, all right?
Hey, May.
All right, May. That's good. All right, let's get out of here then.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and we're going to do part 2 next time. Then.
Yeah, part 2 next time.
Man, I thought we were going to finish.
Nah, we got to get some solutions out
All right,
there.
man.
Aaron wouldn't shut up.
All right. So with that said, man, let's get back here next week.
Same place, same time.
Will we keep it real?
Yep.
God loves it.
And we out.
We out, man.
Oh, my bad. That was yours.
Why you stepping over what you got to say?
That's why you supposed to get kicked in the
Taking
neck.
too long, man.
I'm taking too long. It's 6 words, man. What are you talking
No,
about?
you supposed to say we out. You over here flipping papers and looking through stuff. You looking through the sale papers.
I was looking at the last part of the. What are you?
It's off the cuff. It's off the cuff. It's off the cuff.
This is God ordained. Get in position, cause we on a mission, fulfilling this vision, releasing contention in this God we praise. The one who keeps us from falling, receiving this faultless. Who that man is awesome. You see, it's every day we celebrate. Right now it's time for us to elevate. So get your hands up, cause Hosanna's great. And see, they call it off the cuff because we tailor-made.
Off the cuff, yeah.